Right, thank you for joining us for the action here in this tussle of the two left-hand Bradley Robinson of Natal Inland Bowls Association, who probably needs no introduction, but for those that don't know, he's from Johannesburg Bowls Association, and we join the action. It's 5-1 to Bradley after 3 ends. He's been very well in the first few ends, and he'll probably want to maintain that momentum. So it's another one to him, 6-1 after 4. Very good start there from Bradley, just short of the jack and about a half a foot to the left. So just playing under the line on his backhand. Gerry opting to go on the forehand. Seems to be on a good line, and he's just going to draw inside that ball of Bradley, and that should be shot falling behind. So Gerry was 3 from 3 yesterday, and Bradley 2 from 3. They're both playing the same section. Where Brennan Ferns was the other unbeaten player in that section. He's playing against Wayne Roberts at the moment. It was 7-5 to Wayne a bit earlier, but I see that Brennan has picked up shot now. Bradley responding with a very good shot there. Bradley changing over to his backhand. He doesn't want to move the jack towards Gerry's bowl. His weight looks to be excellent, and the marker indicates, it looks like he wants to indicate 2 shots. 2 shots now to Bradley, so very, very good weight control from Bradley there on his backhand. Crowds are gathering nicely at Wingate Park, and we encourage anyone in the area to come through and come and watch some of the best bowls on offer in our country. Gerry Baker just playing a brilliant shot there. Was 2 shots down, might have switched it around now to hold 2, and the marker does indeed show the 2 orange paddles, or yellow paddles for Gerry. So that's from 2 down to 2 up. Very, very good shot. Bradley making his way back to the mat after having a look at what's going on in the head. Bradley Robinson, the runner-up in the national singles in 2021, I think. He lost to Nikshan Ben-Gurik in that final in a thrilling game, 21-20. So he does have a proven singles record. Does very well in Natal Inland, and he plays a brilliant shot, just not doing enough. I think still the 1 shot to Gerry, so it should be 6-2. 6-2 as it lies, with another bowl of Gerry coming. Gerry playing on his backhand. He'll probably just look to draw and rest on his current shot bowl. Use that to stop and add another to his tally. Unfortunately, this one is just on the line and wait a bit, dropping about a meter short. Didn't want to do too much there because if there was movement on the jack, it could have gone to Bradley's bowls. But that makes it now 6-2 after 5 ends in favour of Bradley Robinson. I thought it's just a change of scenery. It was good. So just joined again by Wade, our co-commentator, and the score as it stands 6-2 to Bradley Robinson after 5. Gerry Baker starting well on this end, putting it right up against the jack.
Yeah, it was interesting chatting to Brad Robinson before this game. You know, he's quietly confident of putting up a very good showing here. He's obviously Protea player. He wants this title, and if he's going to win, he's going to have to go the distance here against Gerry. Gerry's obviously 3 from 3, and Niksha Bingerick has just lost to Wayne Rittmiller. Jason Evans has lost 2 now, so the rest of the field is being levelled out. So if Brad can win this game, that will really throw the entire, both sections will be wide open.
Yeah, open the barn doors and give everyone a chance there. So Kulwani Kanyile beat Sean Thomas, who was also doing well yesterday. But Gerry showing us why he's a 5 times master winner. But just drawing another great shot there.
Yeah, Brad obviously got off to a very fast start, picked up with 3 early doors, and is gonna take some stopping here. Gerry will have to accumulate some numbers himself.
Yeah, I think Bradley had almost the ideal start, picking up 3 and a 2 in the first 2 ends, and just immediately lets you settle, knowing you've got that bit of a gap between yourself and your opponent. But Gerry won't let that rattle him too much. He's been around the block plenty of times, and he's dealt with these types of situations before.
Switch nicely there, just a fraction short, but Brad coming to have a look after his second ball. Interesting. Although these two don't waste much time, so we might get through a lot of ends, but it won't feel like it because they play nice and quickly.
Yeah, they don't spend their time on the mat deliberating on the shot too long. They see the shot, they play it. Bradley just walks up, picks up his ball onto the mat and almost immediately delivers it. He's probably looking for a split on that backhand on his and Gerry's balls. He's very close and agonizingly short. Still the 1 to Gerry, I did imagine.
Gerry's having a good look. Marker reckons it's a measure. One ball left each.
Gerry going on to his forehand, he'll probably just look to rest on his own ball, push Bradley out to the side.
He's playing with weight, so he might think he might be down.
Yes, just going through the gap. If Bradley is shot, he probably won't try too hard with this last ball. It is quite safe. He's looking to find the outside edge of his ball, just to roll Gerry out, but he's declaring his last ball. Taking the one that's not often you see it. Normally you'll just play it and just pretend that you tried. But obviously, against a man like Gerry Baker, you take the shots that's on offer.
He's not looking for rhythm, he's not looking for anything. He's taken the one shot, he's moved to 7-2 in front.
And another game that would have been very tasty. Ismaili versus Secha, they would have both been 4 out of 4, but Claire can't put a stop to that. And now it's Secha Mokoto versus Ismaili. We also have Bridget Collitz versus Francesca Belleri, Colleen Picketh versus Marisol Rousseau, and on the far end we've got Wayne Roberts playing against Brendan Fern. So great games in front of us, and definitely top bowls on display.
And if you live anywhere in the Gauteng region and you haven't decided to come through, well, you're missing out, that's for sure. Bradley opens with a bowl jack high. Gerry pulling up a short with his first. As Brad looks to assert his early dominance here.
He's not far off with this one. Definitely not far off. Straight onto the jack. Brilliant bowl there.
Seems like it's going to fall over. A little bit of chalk spray maybe did the trick.
But and Gerry won't mind that.
It, yeah.
Gerry won't mind that. The ball's still open for him on the forehand. He can afford to play that a bit over the draw, sit the ball, find the jack, but he's left it a bit short, which is uncharacteristic of Gerry. He likes playing positive bowls and drawing through the jack in such a situation.
Yep, Brad making no mistake, getting into the count and behind, so that's a very good ball.
Very intelligent bowling there. He's put himself in a good position, building the head nicely.
Gerry will want to be adding a meter here and arriving, and he's doing that. Will his ball get down in time? Looks like it will.
Brilliant shot from Gerry.
That changes the end completely. Gerry roundly gets applause for that shot, and rightly so, because that was a ripper.
So this will give Bradley something to think about. So I think he'll be doing very well to just get another one close here, make sure second shot here. It will be difficult to draw it off, and also even with weight, he doesn't have a toucher. He'll probably send Gerry's bowl with the jack to the back. Yeah, so yeah, he did ask the marker how far is off the ball, so probably looking just to slightly clip it off. He's not far away. That's a brilliant shot. Unfortunately, just not getting enough of Gerry's ball to stay.
It's a great shot. He looks to the heavens to wonder why he didn't get a better result, but I think he had a lot of pressure built in this head, and Gerry did respond well. But again, it's a good ball, and that's all you want to do. If your opponent does play a cracker, it's going to happen. So you just need to maintain your composure throughout and your concentration and keep delivering.
So we've got Mr. Bowls here, Sean Thomas. Sean, how's your experience at Wingate been so far?
Yeah, very good, thank you, Garth. A lot of work's been put into the greens. I know there's been a bit of rain, but they're running nicely. So I think you can see in the heads the bowls are a lot probably better, and everyone's had only good words to say.
And the greens, do they finish nicely to the jack, the lines? I heard some mention of just a bowl or two sticking out yesterday. This morning, did you feel that it finished well to the centre of the bowls?
Yeah, the speed's very good. Some of the rinks, obviously, one hand is a bit trickier and making a bit of grass, but I mean, it's consistent, so you can't really, you know what you're going to get, but nothing wrong.
Yeah, so shout out there to Baptist and his greenkeeping staff here. They've done an exemplar job. The greens are looking superb here at Wingate this weekend, and it's been making for some exciting viewing.
Gerry just putting the mat up a fraction, looking to play his length here. He's starting 2-3 feet short. Gives Bradley an opportunity to draw inside that.
We've seen the importance of the first bowl being close, putting pressure on your opponent, and both these bowlers not really taking that gap given. Gerry with his first and Bradley just running past here. Gerry now on the backhand after playing on the four with his first. He's close this time. Just pulling up short again. Such a good line.
The one thing that ball did do is make Brad change his hand, which is usually a good thing if your opponent is changing hands, and that's exactly what's happened. He's found Gerry's shot pole into a very good position now.
Yeah, he did force him to change his hand there. Unfortunately for Bradley, he found Gerry short bowl with decent weight, and he just pushed him behind the jack, which makes the end a bit more difficult for him.
Yep, and Gerry obliges with drawing another.
Gerry drawing another one close. And Brad will probably be playing with a bit extra weight, trying to find either of those balls, but he does so, finding himself and pushing one out, so that should be still the one to Gerry.
Yeah, marker shows it's the one, but it looked like it just straightened a bit there with the extra weight, so perhaps not the easiest of conditions on this A1.
Gerry playing a good shot, but he might have pushed him out there. Bradley coming up to have a look. He's got quite a few options. If he trails the jack, he's got the back. If he sits Gerry's shot, he can stay for two.
Yeah, Brad doing well to come and have a look there. You know, he's got quite a lot of options here. If he wants to play over the draw, if he wants to be a little bit narrow, he finds the shot wood. If the white goes out to where the marker is standing, he scores big time. So it's a measure at the moment, although the last time the players knew who was holding, but marker slightly conservative.
Yeah, so Brad will probably look to err on the narrower side, yeah? If he does miss his line, that he can either sit the ball, find the split on the jack and the ball, and he'll do very well. And he doesn't seem to be far off here, just on the inside of the line. So let's see if they're calling the umpire immediately for this measure, so it must be very close.
Yeah, Gerry unfortunately with his last giving away his advantage there. So it's the nature of the game. It's going to happen when you're trying to be so precise. Let's see who will get the shot. Very, very hard to tell.
So it will either be 8-3 or 7-4 after this. And just to give you an update on some of the other rings, Claire Cowan is up 3-0 against Jolene Bronkhorst, the defending champion. And in the game versus Colleen Pickett and Marizal Rousseau, they've gotten off. They've started playing, then the first end has gone to a measure which Colleen seems to have picked up.
Colleen in the long pants. It's going to be a hot day out there.
Yeah, most of the players opting for shorts. It is a scorching day. Colleen and Secha.
And Jolene as well.
And Jolene feeling comfortable enough to play with long pants, but even here in the commentating booth, I'm very happy I'm not. I'm in shorts. Let me put it that way.
Yep, and we've got a good all-round measure here. Let's have a look and see.
Just an update on the logs. After that previous round, Wilson Malabola has taken the lead in his section. So both himself, well, not just him, but it's Niksha, Wayne, and Wilson. All 3 out of 4 games won. But Wilson has got an impressive shot aggregate of plus 23, and Niksha is only on plus 5, who's second in the section at the moment. So Wilson, really, putting his stamp on the section so far, and he'd like to keep that up. In the other section, Gerry and Brendan, both unbeaten so far. They're both playing now in this round, in their 4th game. And Gerry just eking out Brendan on a shot aggregate 13-12. So much to play for in that section as well.
So Gerry fortunately didn't sell the shot there, and closes the gap to 3-7-4 after 8. So, these players are looking for every advantage they can get. So Brad is asked to just check the distance on this length here.
It looks long enough for me, but John Romberg, the umpire, checking, and it is over or short
Way
by about a
short.
centimetre.
Way short.
Way short, yeah.
Way short.
Half a metre.
Glass centimeters are very
That's-
big. It's a
Yeah.
Jason Evans just weighing in with, you can see from about 5 meters away from Garth, but it wouldn't be the first time Garth got a bad call.
Listen, the umpire fooled me there. The barbs keep on coming from the side.
Yeah, no, Jason, fair enough. You are pretty good. Jason's record speaks for itself. Although the last time we played, he only managed to beat me by about 26-4, 26-5, I think it was. So I was getting closer each year. Maybe by the time Jason turns 82, it could be a fair contest.
Well, just in my defence, I've only played Jason once in singles, and I'm 1-0 up. So, just so he knows.
I think he's now finding out, Jason, that the pen is mightier than the sword. So when we got the microphones, we can sway the conversation any which way we like. But look at Brad.
Sean just letting me know that Jason still won that tournament, even though I beat him. So
Fact.
consistency is key.
Fact.
I will give that to you.
Yeah, so returning to the action, Gerry is just looking to get past his last. That while struggling to return to centre. It's good Brad falls in, but Brad's still got the advantage here. You feel that this game is gonna go quite so many ends here because these two guys don't give much away.
Yeah, Bradley would like to get one closer, I think. And he's slightly closer, I think, there. But still, it's one in a measure. Oh. The back bowl of Bradley holding the shot, and the front bowl the measure between Gerry's second shot and Bradley's second shot. Just some results from the veteran ladies. We haven't really given an update there, but Sue Tar and Glenda Matthews was the two unbeaten ladies in section 1, and in section 2 Pam Cole Cook and Lynn Lambert from Limpopo were unbeaten as at yesterday afternoon. They're all playing at the moment, and we'll keep you abreast of those results as they come out as well. Bradley not happy with that, just running past the jack.
Yeah, Gerry's just coming up to confirm that he's not too down by the looks of things. He wants to know which ball he needs to beat to get the shot.
So in the men's veterans, the two unbeaten players is Johnny Gatti from Bedfordview and Khalifa Amaro from the Boland and Robertson. And in the other section, they've all played. So Johnny is the only unbeaten veteran so far. He's got 3 from 3. Then Khalifa Amaro in his section has got 2 out of 3. And In the other section, John Conlon, Kenny Kiriaka and Mark Bevis Shanelaws, all 2 out of 3 games so far. So still a lot to play for in the veteran men's sections as well. Gerry's weight doesn't seem to be far off here. He's just going to pull up short again. It's about a meter and a bit. He's not happy with that.
Yeah, he not his best end. He was a bit short on his jack throw, and that's come back to bite him a bit. Yeah, Bradley's gone long, and it's 1, maybe 2. So Gerry wasn't enjoying that last ball of his, filling up a meter and a bit short. And Brad, with good weight, gets the kiss off the front.
Gerry concedes 2, so it might be a measure for the 3rd. And Bradley is indeed asking for the measure. On the far end of the green, there's a huge battle between Brendan Ferns and Wade Roberts. It's 13-12 in Brendan's favour after 17 ends. So neither bowler giving the other one much leeway. And Claire Cowan is up 5-1 after 4 ends against Jolene Broncos.
I bet you Claire wishes that the tournament started on Saturday and not on Friday. She's started very well, demolished Secha Makoto, and is off to a good fast start here. So after a rough day at the office yesterday, nice to see that she's bounced back in such fine style.
Obviously a weekend bowler then.
Not with the amount of practice she puts in during the week, I'm surprised.
It's good to hear that, you know, the efforts of the bowlers are paying off dividends and they get to play at this stage and come and display, you know, their skills and the fruits of their hard work.
Yeah, and next to this Baker Robertson match is the match between Fran Belleri and Bridget Carlitz. That's all South African encounter. And while everyone might get on well off the greens, on the greens we're going to have a little battle there. It's going to be a close game, and obviously everyone's to make sure that they come to the Masters, perform well and improve their records, as opposed to coming and finishing, you know, 5th, 6th, 7th and having a bit of a wasted opportunity. Brad has started off fantastically well, long end again, straight on with a front toucher. So clear tactic for him to go long. Chalk spray causing the ball to fall over again. Yeah, Gerry's responded brilliantly. That is world class.
Yeah, Gerry getting the shot there is just forcing Brad just to play maybe with a foot or so more weight. On the other hand, it doesn't look bad for Brad from the mat, I'm sure, and he'll fancy himself just pulling that jack slightly. He's got that a bit of added weight, and he plays a beautiful drag the jack through almost into the ditch.
Yeah, and both players, obviously Gerry has lots of friends and admirers through the years, but both players getting a big round of applause for this they're putting on here. Gerry going on to his backhand.
Gerry's playing similar, I think a similar approach to Bradley's previous shot. Once you get into that gap between the two front bowls, onto Bradley's bowl, or maybe pull the jack into the ditch, he's not far off. He finds the straightener and he's onto the jack.
Fantastic. Brad gives him a wry smile. World-class effort there from Gerry. Just got a kiss off his front bowl, which he wouldn't have minded. It was a fantastic shot.
His weight and his line was very, very good. So, you know, in unhappy about a shot coming off the string when you're weak. But Brady can't be too unhappy about that. That was in the area of Gerry. Got a faint kiss off his front bowl onto the jack.
Oh, Brad had 2 touches in a row. He's not going to get a toucher here, but can he just open the head-ups to be able to see the white?
I expect him to play on the forehand just over the draw. and try and just push Gerry out with his own ball.
Yep, he's onto his forehand, but he's narrow. But that's a toucher.
And he also gets a kiss from his own ball and sits against
Toucher in the
Gerry's
ditch
shot.
is never a bad thing.
The marker just checking, is that not
Yes,
a toucher?
that's his toucher.
Brad? Who do we ask? Did Bradley not have a touch of it to help him up?
I missed the shot.
Bradley? Brad? Did you not have a toucher with that ball? Toucher, wasn't it toucher?
Well, that was open with a front toucher. But the players should know, so
Gerry just under the line. It gives Bradley the opportunity to play onto those balls, even if he does push Gerry with the jack into the ditch. Gerry is not a toucher, and it gives him the opportunity to make 2 or 3 shots if he stays. Bradley's just asking Gerry if he can remember if it was a toucher.
he's saying his
Okay.
first wasn't a toucher.
Yeah, so they're just confirming there. So we thought it was.
The chalk spray pushed it over.
Yes,
It was definitely the first ball.
it was a
Second ball dragged the white. The third
Oh.
ball was that. So that ball that was taken out was,
it was a
was
toucher.
definitely a toucher.
But not that it matters. He missed. And gives Gerry an opportunity just to try and draw another one close.
I mean, yeah, all's sort of well that ends well, but these keynote commentators definitely following the action.
Yeah, I don't know. We're closer to the action than the marker, it seems.
Yeah, but the problem there was that the umpire was having a little word with Brad for going up to look after his second ball, which he's done twice in this match already. So I think Brad's sort of focus was a bit distracted. And Gerry's been relatively quick to bowl his ball, so. Anyway, the score moves to 9-5. And Gerry's opted to play the forehand. Again, coming up is a fraction, more than a fraction short.
Gives Brad the opportunity just to beat him on the inside. The score is 9-5 in Bradley's favour at the moment, and he starts with a great
That ball
shot.
is a toucher.
Yeah, just take note of that to the viewers, and we've spotted it as well. We really have a beautiful day here. Umbrellas next to the greens for the spectators, for the officiating staff. We even have the banners of our sponsors, Barton Insurance and Perfect Delivery up here. So just a shout out to them and Personal Trust, and thanks for everything you do to the game, and really encourage bowlers to get those quotes from them. They really are competitive, and the service is personalised and really, really good. As yesterday, I just want to shout out to Prudence, Mabela, and Alta from Perfect Delivery. Whenever I have any claims, I deal with them, and they are excellent.
Excellent response there from Gerry. He was too down, too close, and he's holding the shot. He's had a few other top draw, borrowed a few of those from the Esma Haley top draw. I happened to walk past Colleen during the break, and I said, "Hard luck, Colleen." She said, "No, pay credit to Esma. She was just brilliant." And that's part of the game. Sometimes you have to just take it on the chin, wear it, and appreciate when your opponent is at their peak.
And I think Colleen, as much as she doesn't want to lose, she would have appreciated that game that Ismay played there. It really was a bowling masterclass, and Gerry so far, even though he's off to a slow start, he's been playing some very good shots as well, and now holds the shot and the opportunity to draw another. Claire Cowan's up to a 7-1 lead there against Jolene Bronkhorst, and Colleen Pickett's up 4-2 against Maridel Rousseau. As we see, Gerry's bowled just under the jack, finishing in a good spot, because if there's any movement on that set, the jack is most likely to go to the left hand side of the rink where Gerry's got 2 bowls waiting.
Yeah, it's not an easy shot if Brad wants to attack here. So he's looking to just find a bit of the ball, a bit of the white, and stay with good weight. But he is wide on this occasion. And
it's 1 to Gerry. So on the far end of the green there, Brendan Ferns is now down 16-13 against Wayne Roberts after 20 ends. And Esma Haley has gone off to a roaring start again. She's up 8-1 against Secha Mokoto after 5.
And she's holding with a ball about half of toenail off of the jack. So Esma Haley, there was a quick turnaround between her game and this one, and she's just enjoying herself.
Yeah, just keeping that rhythm going, staying in the flow of her delivery and making sure that she puts them close. Gerry's pulling the mat a bit here on this end, and Jack seems to be right on the 2, and he starts off with a beautiful bowl.
Yep, a toucher to start off with. That's the pressure that he's looking for. But there's a little bit of the white that he can see, so Brad won't be too scared to just reach and maybe find the white.
Yeah, he's not far off here. He might just be a bit on the narrow side, which he is, but perfect weight for the shot. And I think at this level, you almost welcome a bowl like that of Gerry's that's flattened next to the jack. It just fattens up your target a bit, makes it a bit easier, and you're less likely to miss. They will get close regardless, but that just makes it that.
And Gerry doing exactly
easier.
What he wanted to do. They're just maybe half a centimetre short. He just wanted to turn the white around. Brad will now try to really arrive into that set with a good foot of weight and see if he can find the split. It's a cracking game so far, must be said. He is arriving. Brad's got the weight for the shot.
And it's a great shot from Bradley.
And so Gerry's second ball really just made a target a bit bigger. And now he holds the 2. But Gerry will know that he can return the favour now, pull the white for 3. So it's all about hitting and taking advantage of when the target is big.
Exactly.
Gerry's just a bit quick. He's looking perhaps a bit too much weight on that occasion.
And Wayne got the perfect result of the 1-2, finding the ball on the inside, the shot ball on the inside, and then onto the second shot to push both out. He has left a bit of a target. These 2 white balls framing the jack quite nicely, but very clever here, playing towards the back, letting Gerry wonder, should I play with that weight? Because he might still go down if the jack goes to the back. Well, Gerry's not being put off with that. He still plays with that weight. He's got a ball at the back left corner. He's pushed it a bit wide, so that gives Brad the opportunity to draw in another with his loss and maybe go up 12-6.
Yeah, I think for me that was a bit too much weight. More Brad's weight with his second decisive ball would have been better. I think Brad's probably fallen in for another there. Very good play.
Very good balls there from
Down
Brad.
2, down 2 after 2 balls and picked up a number. That's excellent bowling.
Yeah, great conversion there. And we're just waiting for the marker to indicate. With the red paddles, it is 3 shots to Bradley. Brilliant bowling there. So from 2 down after 2 bowls to finish, they end with a 3, taking it up to 12-6 after 13 ends.
Yeah, and 12-6 now. You probably wonder if Gerry might have played with just a foot or 2 over the draw, rather than trying to box the white.
Apologies, it's only 12 ends that's been played. But regardless, singles at this level, you don't worry really too much about the ends. It's all about the score. First to 21, Bradley off to a good start, about a foot short, just slightly to the left of the jack.
Keeping to his game plan of playing long. Gerry has been short a few times, so he'll certainly want to correct with his first ball and reach. He finds a bit of the shot ball, but runs on. But he definitely corrected there. You could feel that ball was never going to be short.
Bradley not far off with this effort. He'll do well just to beat the jack. He gets onto it and just stays with it for shots, but still only the 1, I think. Yeah, the marker wanted to show it's just the 1.
He doesn't have time. Gerry's already quick on the draw there, and he's looking to play a similar ball to his last. If he does, he can pull the jack back.
And he
Guess
does
what?
do it.
Guess what? Exactly the same ball as his last. Maybe a half a foot more weight, and he's now holding 2. Just the 1 in a
measure.
I say 2.
So Bradley's just asking.
And I've been right at least 3 times this weekend. So
We'll give you that. You can call it a good game.
really about playing it. But anyway, Brad is just now looking to arrive. Gerry's ball is short of the jack, so he'll need to arrive with weight, but that's not easy on an end rink to add on and get it back. We've seen that now a few times.
It just sticks out a bit.
Getting back to centre is tricky on this end rink.
I think Bradley was just aiming for the inside edge there of Gerry's ball, push him out, miss the jack, and just leave it where it is. Gerry is on a good track here and doesn't seem to be far off with his weight, so that's 2 to Gerry.
He's going to be hoping that doesn't look like a big target for Brad, because the last time there was a target, Brad converted. So Brad's last ball of the head.
Brad's playing with a very tentative weight here now. I would have expected more weight, try and go for the burn. He had the 2 meter. He probably did not consider that, and he's just inside and missed that. But
similar weight to his third ball where he was wide and overcorrected in this instance. So yeah, I agree with you. Maybe a fuller drive type shot would have been better. But this is pleasing for Gerry after dropping the 3, after bowling well on the previous end, to be picking up the 2. Although
he's got an opportunity to make 4. If he plays on this forehand and he just touches that set, Jack should go to his back ball and make 4, as Bradley has got all the balls short now.
Yeah, Gerry walked past and Brad asked him how many, and Gerry does think it's 3. So
just a draw then from Gerry.
Any movement of the whites is good here because he's at the back ball and it's further away from Brad's shortest ball. So good opportunity to score.
Yeah, he's got a decent track and his weight is not going to
measure.
be too far off.
He's short again.
Bradley wants to measure, so Gerry not happy with leaving that one short. He had a very good line. It's just pulled up that 3/4, almost a meter short. Bradley doing a quick check. He does this often when he plays. He gets the measure from the marker and does the measuring himself. And
Gerry's backward was in all along, so that was a 3. Gerry would rue that last shot a meter short. You know, when a foot over would have done no damage. So
yes.
12-9 though, he'll be happy. He'll need to score probably 2-3 ends in a row if he wants to make sure that Brad doesn't get away from him, because while they're both scoring, Gerry is still 3 shots behind.
And another measure for the mat, I think this time Bradley or whoever, well, Bradley's not going to get lucky with it. I think
Bradley's
it's long.
definitely called for it, and I think it's definitely long enough.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of gamesmanship, just slowing the game a bit down, and just giving himself a bit of a breather.
Yeah, but look at the spirit it's played. So we've got Gerry, who rushed for the seat under the umbrella, and Nixa is pretending he's the referee there, as the two of them have a cheeky go at each other, Brad and Gerry. Gerry, no doubt, saying you've got absolutely no chance of winning this one, but Brad, I think, taking his chance, but he's standing in the sun, so
Not feeling the heat as much.
that's
Everyone
shocking.
having a bit of chuckle. Jerry's
Brad
apologizing for Brad.
Brad's done nothing good for his reputation there. Wasn't even in doubt.
Well, Brad's enjoying it. I think, as I said, it's more a bit of gamesmanship than really thinking it was short. And Niksha, obviously a member of Wingate, doing some duty as a board flipper there at the back.
Not bad, the defending champion on doing the scoring.
Yeah.
Good man, that old Niksha. And Gerry, having that seat under the umbrella certainly helped him. Stayed out in the sun for a little bit and started well, yeah.
I just wanted to show Brad he still remembered where the length was. Brad on the forehand is not far off here. If he gets up under that bowl and he does find it for a shot.
And he, this is a game played in great spirit. Gerry not too happy with the weight of that shot from Brad, but Brad says a fake apology, almost like at Wimbledon when you hit the ball and it hits the net and you win the point. You put your hands up, you say sorry, but you're not sorry.
You don't really mean it.
Gerry just a bit short on
yeah.
that.
So Bradley should fancy himself drawing another. He'll have to take off a bit of weight, but he's on a good track here, and his weight's also very, very good. So that's a brilliant shot from Bradley,
Yeah,
making it 2.
and a little touch, because we need to keep track, obviously,
Yes.
because the players are not doing it.
Yeah, they just having a good time with the people behind the rink and having a chat there. So even though it is serious, they allow themselves the opportunity just to, take the edge off and chat a bit with the spectators and other players. And
a class trick of the white there.
think
Will please him, no doubt. I think Brad's looking to tee it up to do the same thing. Yeah, he was on the mat and then he decided to have a quick look. He's two down and he's got a ball 3 feet, 4 feet short.
I think that was Gerry signaling to Brad to say, listen, get your head in the game because I'm here to play. And Brad's just pushing a bit forward, but getting into good position.
It's
So
a good back ball if he's brave enough to play the attacking shot with his next ball.
yeah,
Gerry weighing things up, wiping the sweat from his face. It is tough work out there, that's for sure. Gerry looking to get past the 2 balls of Brad.
and
He's
that's
done
just
that.
brilliant. So that's 3 to Gerry.
3,
Bradley.
so Brad will be brave to play this with the same sort of weight as his last. If he finds it, he goes into a 5-shot lead. If he misses it, he goes and it's all square.
It's all
so
square, but
huge
think
risk
he-
reward.
I don't think there's much risk in playing with weight since he's got 4th and 5th shot, and so he can afford to be up at it. And he does. Very unfortunate, too big of a feather.
I wish we had surround sound. There was
Yeah.
groans from multiple fans around the green
Yeah.
as the balls just came off his front ball and didn't find the set. Gerry just having a quick look.
It was like a Mexican wave of groans around the stadium. Ooh.
It was, that wasn't quite all in harmony.
Yeah.
And Gerry having a look at the third.
So we might be all square after 14 ends, 12 all. It depends on whether this is a 2 or a 3. It was 3, and then Brad with his last ball just rolled one of his balls a bit closer, which might take the third shot out of contention. But so far, entertaining game. Good shots from both players, and good to see the spirit is being played in. Gerry just staying composed, even after letting Brad get ahead a bit in the first part of the game. He's now pulled him back, and lots to play for still. Yeah.
Well, the Wayne Roberts Brendan Burns game's over, and unfortunately we can't quite see the scoreboard is.
They've already cleared it.
They're clear. The games sessions work thick and fast at Wingate Park, so and it was the 3. So Gerry won the measure on that occasion.
So 12 all after 14 ends. Gerry Baker making a remarkable comeback there. It was 9-3 down at one stage, and now clawing it back to 12 all. But still a lot to play for. 9 ends for both bowlers to win this game. 9 shots. I just see there on C3 Marizal Rousseau teeing off on a big weighted shot and getting the jack clean as a whistle out between Colleen's poles.
That's not the first time we've seen Marizal unleash one of those drives, and she's unfortunately Colleen had framed it, holding 2, but Marizal going right down the middle with furious pace for the shot. Jack in the box.
Yeah. And Gerry with a good start here, just a foot short of the jack. Good line. Bradley will want to follow him on down on that backhand.
Interesting to note that Gerry's gone a little bit longer after initially struggling on the long ends. The mat is up a few yards, but it's certainly much longer than he's been attempting to play over the last 2 or 3 occasions.
Yeah, and definitely not warranting the long tape, as we've seen on a few occasions in this game already. But Gerry playing very well here and drawing another.
Yeah, Gerry's certainly hit 4th gear, yeah, and Brad Robinson, it'll be interesting to see how he responds, because he hasn't bowled badly, but he's lost sort of 6 shots in a row, yeah.
Yeah, just slightly under his line. So as you said, Bradley not playing with that full confidence he had earlier in this game, and as soon as you lose a big lead, you get rattled and you start doubting your ability in that shots that you've been playing the whole game. But it's not lost for him. He's got a bowl just behind the jack. Gerry's just checking the relationship of the bowls in relation to the jack. But Bradley's got something on the backhand still to play off the Gerry's side bowl onto the jack.
Gerry's giving the marker a hard time. The marker talking a bit loud, and Gerry gets a laugh from the crowd. It's nice to see he's busy playing in the BSA Masters, looking for another title, and he's entertaining the crowd.
Yeah, Gerry does like playing to the crowd. I've said that to him once, and he didn't take it too kindly, but he really does like engaging with the crowd. But that's 3 very good shots, but giving a bit of a target there to Wayne, and he's
definitely
Bradley.
Definitely arriving, yeah.
And he's played a good shot. So Jack's in the ditch, still the 1 to Gerry, but now there's space to draw.
Yeah, unfortunately there, Gerry, the target just got fatter and fatter with each bowl. So Gerry will fancy drawing close here, but we questioned how would he reply. He needed to hit there, and he did. Perfect weight, and he's given himself an opportunity.
Yeah, and there's quite a bit of space. You can finish about a 3/4 of a meter in line with the jack and still have the shot. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Gerry just taking his time.
He doesn't have to worry too much about his bowl going, because it is a touch if it goes in the ditch. So Bradley doesn't have the option to run that bowl and pick up the 2. But he would like to draw another one close and just make the shot a bit more difficult for Brad, which he does brilliantly, just about a foot and a half short of the ditch, holding 2 at the moment.
And just to our left, the Gerry Baker fan club has arrived here, and if you're wondering why the claps are getting a bit louder, even some of the players from the junior masters are arriving to watch this spectacle. They say they're friends with Brad too, but I do hear some louder clapping, so Gerry's certainly got the spectators on his side.
I think the juniors just probably gathered that Gerry has more clout on their future. But Bradley trying very hard here.
If he finds it, he
just-
needed a
just
level piece of
to-
that ball, probably would have kept him up, but he's into the
Definitely.
ditch
So
and
2 shots to Gerry, 14-12 after 15 ends.
two,
Just confirming there.
and Gerry takes the lead for the first time in the match, and not a bad time to take it when you to go. So he's battled back. Brad certainly started very, very well, and Gerry hung tough and hung in there before starting to convert a few trails and building some nice pressure now.
And Gerry once again pulling the mat. He doesn't pull it very far, but he does pull it 2 or 3 meters up from where Brad used to play it, and then plays a similar length. So it's not a short end, but definitely not the length that Bradley started off so well with. And once again, the importance of that first bowl, putting pressure on it. Gerry is close with this one, but not as close as he'd like. So it gives Brad the opportunity to bowl a nice front toucher and just transfer this the pressure a bit.
And we have seen Brad take these opportunities in this game so far, and he's done it again there. So that's what Gerry will be cognizant of is that every time he starts that one that's a smidgen short, Brad's walked through the door.
Yeah, and we know these players at this level is good enough to do that. And you don't want them to have too many opportunities at an open jack. Gerry not far off there, just passing through a bit.
Yeah, but that shot doesn't mean that Brad needs to change his hand, so he'll stay on the lefty's forehand.
Seems to be on a good line again, and the weight very similar to the previous one. Just putting up a foot short there. I thought the weight was good as it came past, so still only the 1 to Bradley.
Gerry back on his backhand here. Looks very close this time.
Gerry playing a beautiful shot there, and I think he's done enough to have the shot. He just fell out, so just waiting for confirmation from the marker. He's having a good look, but he says it's
Giving
a measure.
nothing away. Classic marker behaviour.
Doesn't want to be wrong.
We could have asked Jason. Jason's standing behind the head there. He could probably tell us. I think these guys have seen so many balls in their life. That's just the advantage there. They just have that feeling.
Bradley's doing a great effort here, just pulling up short. Needed about a ruler more. 30 centimeters of weight would have pulled the jack right up to his own bowl.
And that's the thing, when an umpire says it's a measure, the players are definitely going to come down and have a look. Unfortunately, body language giving nothing away, so...
And it's human error, the markers try their best, they'll give the shot, but at this level you want to make sure before you play your shot, you want to be certain of what you need to do and rather go have a squiz at the edge yourself than leave things to chance.
Yeah, look, someone like Gerry Baker is not going to leave anything to chance, and he also wants to dictate even how this game is played, the pace that's being played, who's walking up to the mat and when, and he sort of is bossing it from that point of view.
Yeah,
he's not short, Jazz. He looks to get to
he'd like
the
to
back
sit
ball.
against Bradley's ball. It's
No, it
just
just doesn't
slipping
come
past,
back.
but
That's
very, very
perfect
good
weight for the
effort.
shot.
So I think Bradley will look at playing something similar to his last. The other sits Gerry short bowl. If it's on the wider side, he'll get the jack, pull it through to himself for 2. Not a big adjustment required. It's definitely added some weight, I think.
That also won't come back to centre.
Yeah.
We've seen that hand enough now to know that with weight it struggles.
So Gerry indicating you think it's his?
Now you have to wonder the honesty there behind Gerry. Is he really think it's his, or is he playing up to his pair's partner there? He thinks it's his.
Yeah, Gerry and
Never short of confidence.
yeah, Gerry and Brad had a good run in the Nationals last year as PS partners.
And so on the previous, on the one end they're having a chit chat with Nixa Ben Gerk, and then they go up the other end and they're having a chit chat with Jason Evans. So while they're battling each other, they're playing the game in great spirit, and the rest of the players in the field are keeping a close eye on proceedings.
Yeah, Gerry, one of the few unbeaten players left in the field. So everyone watching this game with keen interest.
Well, I think Nix is forced to watch this game because he's flipping the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So
He's doing a good job. You can see he's taking it seriously. He's
still awake. He's
still
not,
awake, yeah.
Not having a snooze like some football markers might.
Yeah, but the real flipboard flipper, if we can call it there, is Roy Pitter, who's having a bit of a snooze now. Well done, Nick Shah. And Nick Shah just flipping the boards.
Yeah, Nick says he's alert. He saw the marker put up the yellow lollipop that signals that Gerry was right about whose shot it was. Obviously, Bradley's not going to give any shots away, so there's been a few measures in this contest. Yeah, and Gerry sort of settled into this this length now of the jack on the 4 meter mark and the mat, well, pretty much 5 meter mark. So he's certainly found what's working for him. He's got into a 15-12 lead.
Yeah, I think he's found his rhythm on this length, and if we look at this bowl coming close to the jack again, he definitely wants to capitalize on that, and he's just about a foot short. Great line again. He's really finding it on the inside line on the back end, playing away from the clubhouse, and Bradley following him down there. But
Brad's not a million miles away, yeah, that's for sure.
he's very, very good bowl. Just inside the jack. And
yeah, Gerry left the space for 2 bowls between his bowl and the jack, and Bradley said, "I'll come on right on through."
I'll
Great
take
bowl.
one of those spots. I'll put the next one there as well. Gerry just asking the marker how far that bowl is off the jack, so just to help him make up his mind what type of shot to play. Is a bit under the line, but perfect weight again for the draw.
And not a bad spot if the jack does go out to that ditch side.
Now, let's see how good Brad's memory is, or he might just be covering the back.
He's not short.
He's definitely not short. He's trying his heart out here, and that's a very good shot. That makes 2 full. And he left a bit of a...
He's
bowl
looking
to
to
work
the
off.
heavens there and throwing his cloth up in the air. He knows he can allow Gerry to see the white, and
He can't be... Well, he's not throwing his rag, so he's not
No,
too
no.
upset.
No,
But
he's not throwing.
he can
Gerry's
draw
under the
another
line
there.
and under the weight.
That's a bit of a respite for Bradley, so he'd look to put another one in there. I don't think he needs to cover the back at this stage, because
No,
Gerry doesn't.
Gerry's not going to fire. If anything, Gerry will play with just to trail the white. So
Yeah,
he's maybe put in a cheeky blocker there.
yeah. So, which I also think was unnecessary, but Gerry just ambling up the green, can have a better look at the angles and trying to make up his mind what shot to play. I think Bradley might have put something in the eye there, because it was a nice shot there on Gerry's backhand, just to go rest against the bowl of Bradley just behind the jack and fall in for shot, but that ball might be a bit in the eye there. And just to mention, so we've got streaming here from Bowls One Sport for Life. We also have Burn In Promotions and LiveX, as well as Wingate Park Bowls Club streaming games around the facility here. So lots of options, lots of good bowls to watch. So do tune in if you can't get down here and enjoy it. Gerry's added a bit of weight. We spoke about he was not flying, but that bowl of Bradley did its job and just stopped him from crashing into those two shot bowls. That gives Brad the opportunity to play the same draw he's been playing the whole end and just sneak in front of Gerry's short bowls there to get another. He's holding the two at the moment, and unless he's narrow, there's no real danger of selling the shot here. Yeah, he's not a million miles off here. This is very good bowling from Bradley, and if he falls, it might be three. Gerry taking out the two shots that was there, and he's well, that's two shots to Bradley, so the score now 15-14 after 17 ends.
Yeah, that was the first time we've seen Gerry miss a conversion pretty much in this match. He's trailed the white on a few occasions, he's hit the shot wood when he's needed to, and on that occasion, that third ball from Brad, a little bit of a blocker was certainly played in Gerry's eye, and it told.
Yeah, I was surprised that he was so short with that because there wasn't much danger in the shot, but evidently he was expecting the shot that Gerry wanted to play, and in the end it blocked that shot because Gerry was on a good track there.
Gerry's just a bit under, but with good weight, so honours even after the first ball, yeah. We're down into the home straight here. Gerry holding a one-shot advantage, looking to preserve his record, but Brad has delivered yet again, front toucher.
Yeah, very good shot there from Brad, just flopping in front of the jacks and making it a bit more difficult, so Gerry will probably look to pop it and just give himself another opportunity at the draw. And Gerry is playing such a good shot, such good weight, but just finishing short of it. Bradley confirming with the marker how far his bowl is off the jack, and the marker responds that it's less than a centimetre.
I thought we were in for a game of 20 questions there, but it was just two. So
Just two, fortunately.
Brad just looking to make up his mind. And he's covering.
That's
Can't
a
blame
prudent
him for
thing
that.
to do. He just needs to get behind, but very good play because there's not much on for Gerry besides popping the jack, and the jack's right in line with the bowl in front of it. So Gerry trying very well. He's got 2 seconds now, but this is now interesting. Gerry's got the last bowl, but Bradley can afford to be a bit over the draw, pop the jack because he's got all the back bowls. That, however, will leave Gerry an open draw.
I'd leave it alone.
I'd also leave it alone. Go cover another one at the back.
I don't think Gerry can can really get the shot here, because if he plays with weight, he could even split both of his bowls. He'd find the shot bowl, but the white
Should probably
shot
go to the
will
back.
go with it. So if
And it is a toucher. We
if
did keep track of that this time.
it's definitely a toucher, and we'll step in if need be. But this one's going to the back, and I don't see much of a shot. I mean, I've been proven wrong by players of this caliber before, but Brad's covering. Well, he's not covering.
We tried to cover.
he
He's
is
going to
covering.
sit
Well,
best back there.
so Brad's got the 2. He's got
So,
the ball close to the ditch.
and Gerry, and that just negates. So if it was just one shot, Gerry did have a shot to play onto his bowl on the right and try and cannon the
square
ball
outside.
out of the head. But with 2 balls there at the back now, that will put some doubts in his mind, and he probably won't be trying too hard here. It's sometimes dropping 1 is just as good as picking up a 4. So, but he's trying very hard and almost turns himself in for a shot there.
Brad with a cheeky grin. He knows he's got the shot, and he was pretty well covered there. So very good end. So we move to 15 all. Bradley Robinson has gone to the full end here, which he's been playing all match. Certainly heating up at Wingate part. For those watching in the curious about the other games, Colleen Pickett is 13-7 up on Marizal Rousseau. Jolene Broncos is 10-8 up on Claire Cowan.
Yeah, Jolene did a good little comeback there. She was 7-4 down at one stage. And at the far end, Isma Haley and Tseha Mokoto is... We'll give you that update now, but good start from Bradley on this end as well. It's 2 good balls from Bradley in succession, but it does leave something for Gerry to rest against, and he's playing with that, and he's played a beautiful shot there.
Yeah, it's been a curse of the guy who puts it too close in this match. Often the opponent responds in a fine style, and that was a world-class effort.
So Seha's, regrouped a bit after her loss to Claire this morning, which Claire completely outplayed her, but she's only 9-7 down now against Esma Haley, who really has been the informed player amongst the ladies, and she's really giving herself a chance here.
Except the difference is, even if she wins that game, Esme's shot profit is very healthy, whereas taking that big loss this morning to Claire Cowan did herself no favours there. So she needs to win, but there's an uphill battle.
Yeah, but I don't think she just needs to win for her own sake, but for the rest of the section. If Esma Haley goes up 5 for 5, I don't think anyone's going to catch her.
You took that out of the book of things that are pretty obvious, but well done, Garth.
No, I do.
So Brad's deciding to weigh up his options. He's got second shot by the looks of things. He's got the best backs, but Gerry is right on the cat. All the way the jack is sitting there, if it goes towards the ditch side, Gerry is pretty well covered. So Brad is trying, but there is risk here.
Yeah, you'll want to replicate what Gerry did to him and
He's
just
trying
sit on
very
that
hard.
ball. He's trying very hard, but just slipping through the gap there. Very good weight for the shot. Not leaving himself wondering by leaving it short.
Perhaps a little bit too much weight. Struggled to get back to centre, and if that got a piece of the white, yes, he's got balls behind the head, but Gerry has all those balls to the left towards the ditch. So, yeah, Gerry will be looking to see if he can draw another, and if he can rest on to Brad's shot, ball, could be a huge turning point in this contest.
Yeah, Jerry's got two options here. Either sits Brad's second shot, or he touches a jack, make three just over the draw. That's what he's trying to do here. He's not a million miles off, and he's definitely drawing another, I think. That's two, and a look.
Yeah, that's a very good
third.
ball.
It's a very good ball from Gerry there.
Just the two. No looks needed.
Well, that's what Bradley says. Gerry might differ. No, just the two.
17-15. So we've seen sort of one end. So Bradley will be desperate to win this end, even if he picks up a 1 year. Get the mat, play the long end, and see if he can put in the pressure. Remember, he was holding two very good shots there before Gerry came and rested the shot wood in fine fashion.
Playing the direction they're playing now, Gerry has had the mat for the past few ends every time, but with his first ball has pulled it up a bit short, so I wonder if he'll just look to put on a bit and ensure he doesn't pull up that foot or two short.
It's an excellent start.
Great
Excellent start. It's just
short,
a
but
slow finish there.
but closer than the others, so about a foot short there.
But it has been Gerry's playing the ditch hand and Brad is not. So
Very good weight from Brad as well. They're just under the line. Gerry's swapping hands and seems to be on a good track and weight here again. Marker getting his chalk spray ready and just short of the jack.
yeah, now we'll see. Targets have been hit when they've been built. So Brad might not really mind that one too much. He's coming down. He's got attacking weight.
Yeah, he's playing with good weight and plays a brilliant shot there.
See?
Good call there, Wade.
Yeah, the targets, you build the target which you have to, you want to get what's close, but every time in this game so far, the targets have been hit. Gerry's sort of frictional relationship with the marker continues. He just accepted the verdict there a little bit more readily that time. Gerry's onto the forehand and looks to be under, but he's also playing that sort of attacking shot that Brad just did.
Yeah, Brad will do well to play on the forehand, just slip his own ball, finish behind the jack in a good position. He's a bit vulnerable. He doesn't have anything past the jack yet. And it just has to cover the back there. That's a very good ball.
Just the one down. Gerry weighing up his options. He'll stick on his forehand.
No, that's the backhand. He's just walking to the side of the rink to have a look at the angles that he needs to get. Gerry just confirming which is third shot, and Bradley shows him.
Bradley shows him that it's his.
Ball.
Brad just really giving his opponent the information that he believes that it's his ball.
Yeah, so Gerry not happy with that. He lets out a grunt of dissatisfaction
Doesn't want to
and
hit
he
that,
pulls
and
it in. So he pushes Bradley's white ball in. I think he knew it from out of the hand. He's picked the wrong line, and unfortunately for him, he's now pushed Brad in, which squares up the game once again. And Bradley has the opportunity to draw third. He wasn't far off with his last ball.
And the difference here is that if Brad has any little gentle movement on the jack, he could actually make four of it. So if he finds his shot ball, which just nudges onto the white, he's got a big opportunity to
Seems
score.
to have good weight for the draw here. Let's just see if it comes back to the jack. If he falls there, brilliant bowling.
Yep.
That makes 3. Well done, Brad.
That's 3 shots, which moves Brad into the lead, 18-17.
Secha picking up a few shots there. Might be 2 or 3, and she was 10-7 down. Just waiting for both of the bowlers to come up to the head and inspect, how many shots there are. Looks like the 2 maybe, but Secha might fancy a third. She's got a bowl almost level, and Esme gives 2 shots to Secha, so that's 10-9 now on that game. Bradley off to a very good start here, just about a 1.5 feet behind the jack.
Unfortunately, Nix appears to be having to play another game, so he's relinquished his duties as the flipper.
He was doing such a good job. It's seldom you see such consistent flipping technique.
Yeah, Gerry with perfect weight but under the line, so not a ball that he'd want to repeat. Colleen Pickett is 15-8 up on Marisol Rousseau. Colleen's not had a great event so far, losing 2 matches, but keep plugging away. Secha losing 2, she could sneak into that bronze medal.
In the game versus Francisca Valeri versus Bridget Collett, Francisca's now on 20 shots against 7, so 1 away from the win there. Gerry agonizingly short. There was such a good road there. And he's holding 2, Bradley. He's asking how far his bowls are behind, so just to check how much space Gerry has got into draw. So he'd like to get one a bit closer there.
Yeah, he's switched hands, playing his forehand. And it's not a million miles off here.
He's not far off if he finds the inside edge of Gerry, but just slipping past, but not the worst spot. Gerry asking how far his last ball was short. It's just less than a meter.
Yeah, 18-17 down, and 2 balls. He needs to make them count here, Gerry Baker.
He's added a bit of weight. I don't know if he's how much he's added. Is just a bit too much, running about 1.5 meters through. Bradley's got an opportunity now to draw the jack to his 2 back bowls and really put the pressure on Gerry by lying game.
Just about low game, yeah. So if you can find the white on this hand, if he can take off 1 meter off his last ball, he will lie 3. This is a huge ball. This is a quick turnaround. It's amazing how fast things work. Brad picked up a 3 on the last end, and he's gone from
And
behind.
And Gerry seemed to be gaining the upper hand, and suddenly tables have turned, and Bradley's got the opportunity to win the game.
They turned very quickly.
So just next door, Francisco drew a Perla. She's holding the game now. Bridget's got a bowl left, so Bradley might sneak in for another note, just leaving it short.
But he looks like he would have changed Gerry's hand. Gerry's been narrow with 2 balls on that backhand, so I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to be changing, but he has pressure's mountain, yeah.
Okay, and there Francisco's bowling a brilliant bowl. Bridget has got 1 ball left. She's going up to the head, but it doesn't look too good for her at this moment. Francisco's got 2 balls right on the jack, and 1 behind it, so even if Bridget does get it with weight, she's probably going to drop the game. She might need to play perfect weight here. Gerry with his last ball of this end seems to have good weight for the draw.
Is it going to get back to the
It's just,
center?
is it coming back to center or not? Yes, just carrying through. Very good line. But
Excellent
that's
line.
still to Bradley, who goes up 20 shots to 17.
So that is a crucial 2 ends. Things have changed changed in a moment, really. 2 ends. Bradley Robinson has picked up 5 shots in 2 ends, and now is just 1 away from what will be a richly deserved and very, very good victory.
Right, and that game between Francesca and Bridget's wrapped up. Francesca winning 21-7, quite a comprehensive victory, helping her shot aggregate quite handsomely, and Bridget won't be too happy about that result. But back to the action, Bradley 1 shot away. He'd want a front toucher here, and he's not far off. Did give it a toucher.
Just slides by, but a very good start, knowing that he only needs 1 to win. Gerry's certainly going to be feeling the heat here. He's short with his first ball, which takes out the threat of getting a 4.
And that gives Brad the opportunity now to put more pressure on if he can get this one close. He was so close with the first. I'm very unlucky not to find the jack full.
This one looks like it's got good weight, but it's just going to pull up, and he had a nice line there.
Perfect line there. It was just pulling up short a bit. So, all's not lost for Gerry yet. He's got the opportunity now to put the front toucher there. It's on a good track here.
I think it's going to be short
It's
again.
short again. So, the sense of occasion getting to him a bit. 20-17 down. Needing to save here. So, Brad just
Yeah.
asking how much he needs.
Brad is on the verge of throwing this section wide open.
He's added a bit of weight, and his line seems to be very good towards the jack. Just running a bit past, but
Gerry will need to draw the shot with this ball. He will not want to wait for the last, and Brad knows the trail is the match.
yeah, as you say, Gerry doesn't want the pressure of having to save with his last ball, so he'll definitely want to get close with this one. He seems to be on a fair line. It's just pulling up short again. That's very uncharacteristic of Gerry. 3 short bowls when shot down or when game down. So Bradley would definitely want to put another one, because even though Gerry's short, I think he might have second and third shot there.
Yeah, he's only 1 down, but it's a massive one because Brad just needs that one for the win. So
Bradley just being courteous and kicking Gerry's ball back closer before delivering his own. It's on a good track again. I think it's all on the weight with this shot. If he just slips Gerry's short ball there, he'll be very well bowled here. Brilliant.
oh, he closes with the front toucher. There's no burnt ends. So that's just about the ball game. Gerry giving his opponent a clap. I told you a bit of a trail is the game, and
so the only option Gerry really has here is to try and play onto Brad's bowl, squeeze him out of the rink, let the jack go past, and his bowl follows on as well. But it's a very speculative shot, but you'll have to play it if you want to stay in the game.
you've got a vivid imagination, Garth.
Well, I do. I won't lie.
No, it is the only way you can get the shot, but it'll have to be
It's a long shot.
one of the best ones he's ever bowled, really.
He's on the forehand. He's probably looking just to rest Bradley's bowl. All on the weight. He's liking it. And just gets with it. And brilliant game from Bradley. Well, good game from both players. And eventually Bradley Robinson emerging victoriously there. And as you said, Wade, blowing this section wide open now.
Yep, a game won in 3 ends. Toe to toe. Just when Gerry was starting to turn it on, Bradley won 3 ends in a row, and he went from 15 to 21 and really put the pressure. And that was a richly deserved and a great performance. Good battle. And the section is wide open. Join us on Bowls One Sports All Live on YouTube, and we'll be back with the next game shortly.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.